Hello everyone and welcome to another game of Squirrels Baseball. I am Aaron. We're back home coming off the perfect game to see how the Pirates bounce back against us. And I'm recording this a little bit before 10:30 at night because I 100% just plain forgot I hadn't done this yet. So thank goodness I remembered before I fell asleep. Normally do this right after school, but my wife got home early, we were talking, and then it was time to pick up first daughter, get her ready for soccer practice, then I had to go get the second daughter from her run club and get her ready for her soccer practice, then had to eat dinner in there, just got busy and just 100% spaced it. So hopefully this is not like some 20-inning game. Gill on the mound. And here shortly we should be getting Chris Duffy. I don't think the Pirates made any lineup changes. I guess I didn't look that close. But yeah, they had 27 straight outs, and the closest thing to a hit was a swinging bunt yesterday. Apologies, still got a little bit of a cough from being sick. Maybe I should have let the in-game announcer handle today, but whatever. Duffy starts off the game with the strikeout, and Rivas isn't looking a lot better. That was not foul by much. Swing and a miss. That's now 29 straight outs for the Pirates. Oh, actually more than that, I guess, going back to the game before that. But it's been a while since they've got somebody on base. And this is not going to be that inning either, as Xavier Nady goes down swinging. So Kester due to lead off at the bottom of the first, as per the norm. Like we got Kyle Kendrick on the mound for the Pirates today. Otherwise, like I said, same lineup we've been seeing. First pitch to Kester just misses outside. And that slider misses low. There's a strike on the outside corner. Swing and a miss will make it 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Marvin will bat left-handed. He has been off a good start to the season, sitting at 400 at the moment with a home run and a 6 RBI. He's got an 0-2 count at the moment, and he will ground this one to Blum's the one that ending up picking it up. That'll bring Chief to the plate. 2 down, nobody out. First pitch is a bit inside. Inside again, makes it 2-0. Ground ball to Wilson. He gets it to first, and that's 6 up, 6 down to start this ball game. We go to the second, where Jack Wilson will lead off for Pittsburgh.
Number 2, Jack Wilson, shortstop.
Gill starts things off with a sinker for a strike. Another sinker, ground to third. Chief gets it over in plenty of time. One away. Here is Johnson.
Great Johnson, first baseman.
Gill's going to knock that one down himself and then get it back over to first. So here's Franklin Gutierrez. Sinker misses down and away. Fastball misses in the same area, but that one is over for a strike. 2-1. Pop up to Terry. He grabs it, and that will end the top of the second. All zeros on the board so far. Terry is going to lead things off for the Squirrels in the second. Bottom half.
Number 4, Terry. First baseman.
First pitch is a swing and a miss. This one up the middle. That will be the first base hit and the first base runner of the day.
Number 6,
Frank at the plate then. Looks at a strike. This one up the middle again. 2 on with nobody out. Tom at the plate. Gosh, I really feel like I need to pop my ears and I can't do it. Have to go grab a drink to see if that'll do anything. Tom has a 2-0 count. Third pitch actually called a strike. Swing and a miss to make it 2-2. And fouled away. We'll try again. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 down, still 2 on. Zach at the plate. He will look at a strike. Down and away, makes it 1-1. This should get down into center field, and it does. Terry's going to try to score. Here comes a throw. Not in time. Squirrels take the 1-0 lead, and here is Joey to try to keep things going. Still only 1 out. First pitch up in the zone for strike 1. Swing and a miss on a changeup to make it 0-2. Up the middle, that's another base hit. Frank is not going to try to score. So bases loaded with 1 out for Gill, who's hitting .500 on the year, though I think that means 1 for 2. First pitch in there for a strike. Swing and a miss on a ball out of the zone. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 outs, here's Kester. Bases still loaded. Feel myself getting super stuffy again, and I didn't have any Kleenex. 2-0 the count. There's a strike. Fouled away. Makes it 2-2. Fouled away again. Looks at strike 3. Squirrels certainly leave some runs on the board, but they get 1. We go into the third, where Jeff Blum is going to lead things off for Pittsburgh. I will be right back.
number 27, Jeff Blum. Third baseman.
Blum strikes out swinging on a curveball. Here is Aviles at the plate.
Catcher.
He'll look at a backdoor curve for strike 1. Swings and misses at a sinker. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Kyle Kendrick at the plate, hitting .250 on the year. First time we have seen him, either on the mound or the plate, actually, today. Up the middle, and it will get through. Maybe a bit humorously by the Pirates pitcher, finally breaks the consecutive out streak. Chris Duffy at the plate has a 1-1 count. Too low, makes it 2-1. There's a ground ball to first. Terry will step on the bag, and that will be it for the third inning. The top half. Squirrels still leading 1-0. Marvin is going to be back up at the plate for the Squirrels. I think I'm in desperate need of some allergy medicine. First pitch to Marvin is called a strike. This is line driven. Driven into right field over Johnson's head at first. Leadoff single brings Chief to the plate. He's hitting 333, but for him, that's pretty low. Sure, he'll get back on track anytime now. He's got a 2-1 count. This will get through the right side of the infield. A base hit puts 2 runners on with nobody out. And here is Terry. He's liable to really break this game open. First pitch is too low. Might have been outside as well. And that changeup too high. He's going to have to come in with a strike. And he does not. Makes it 3-0. Terry swings 3-0 and hits it off of Kendrick. The only out they end up getting is at second. So that'll go down 1-4-6 for a fielder's choice. So runners on the corners now with 1 out. Frank, will this stay fair? It will not. Gives him a 1-1 count. Swing and a miss to make it 1-2. Looks at strike 3. 2 away. Here is Tom. Ground ball through the left side of the infield. That'll score another run. 2-0 Squirrels. 2 runners on. 2 outs for Zach. Pops it up foul, but it will make the screen. Not by a lot. Pop up here to Wilson, right on the back of the dirt. Makes the catch. So it's 2-0 Squirrels as we go into the 4th inning, where Luis Rivas will lead things off for Pittsburgh.
Number 31, Luis Rivas.
5 strikeouts for Gill, the first time through the Pirates' order, as Duffy ground out to start the second go-around. Rivas is going to ground out as well to second. 1 away. Here is Xavier Nady,
Xavier Nady.
who, yes, struck out his first time up. Looks at a ball. Looks at a strike. Swing and a miss to make it 1-2. Grounds to third. Chief over to first. 2 away. Jack Wilson hit a ground ball in his first at-bat. Looks at a sinker for strike 1. Slider for strike 2. Sinker misses inside. 1-2. Ground ball to second, and that will end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Squirrels still leading 2-0. Joey's going to lead it off. Joey did get a base hit at his first at-bat. Looks at ball 1. Swings and misses. Swings and misses again. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Gill struck out in his first at-bat. And he'll look at a strike here. That pitch a bit outside. Maybe high as well. And that changeup bounces in. It's a 2-1 count. Swing and a miss, evens at 2 apiece. Fouled away. Down on the left field side. Changeup misses outside. We've got a full count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 away. Here is Kester. He has struck out in both at-bats today. 7 strikeouts on the day for Kendrick as he starts the 3rd go-around of the Squirrels' order. Kester pops this one up into shallow center field, and that will get down for a base hit. Played some games over there at first, but he got back safely. Marvin 1 for 2 on the day. Looks at strike 1. Kester takes off, but it's a foul pop-up that Aviles will not get to. Actually thought he would, but just out of his reach. Another hit and run, and Marvin comes through with a base hit into left. So Kester unable to advance to third, so keeps runners at first and second. 2 outs and Chief at the plate, who got a base hit in his last at bat. Has a 1-1 count at the moment. And this one gets away, all the way to the backstop, and that will let the runners move to second and third. Chief looks at a strike, makes it a 2-2 count. Hits this one, but right to Wilson. A line drive, but I don't think it could have been any more at Jack Wilson. So we go to the fifth, still a 2-0 Squirrels lead, and they're going to start off with Johnson at the plate. First pitch from Gill is down and away. Or at least down. That slider bounces in. Curveball too far inside. We've got a 3-0 count. There's a called strike. Another called strike. Now a full count. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. One down. Here's Franklin Gutierrez. Popped out his first at bat. Looks at a strike. The line drive just foul down the left field line. 0-2 the count. Ground ball to second, and that will be the second out of the inning. Jeff Blum struck out at his first at bat. Sinker out of the zone. Fastball catches the bottom of the zone, I guess. That pitch looked a little more like a strike to me. 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That brings us to the halfway point of this game. Squirrels leading 2-0 still, and Terry is going to lead off in the bottom half of the inning. Terry, 1 for 2, looks at a ball. There's a fastball right down the middle, and Terry just let it go by. Does not let this one go by, and Wilson makes a good diving play, but can't get the throw over to first. So that, I'm sure, went down as a hit. I didn't actually see that for certain, but that's got to be a hit. Frank hits a line drive right to Jeff Blum. One away, runner still on first for Tom. He is 1 for 2 on the day, and he will start off with a slider that doesn't break back over the plate. And a slider that's too high. These sliders don't seem to have a lot on them. Change up outside. It's 3-0. This catches the inside corner. 3-1. Swing and a miss. We got a full count. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That's going to be it for Kendrick. He was definitely losing a lot of life on that fastball. Denham is going to come in to take over. We have not seen him this year. I'm not sure if we have seen him. We might have in previous years, but definitely not this year. Zach 1 for 2 on the day. Runner still on first with 2 outs. Denham starts off with a curveball for a strike. Another curveball, but it's too low. Fastball gets put into left field, and that's going to roll all the way to the wall. Terry is going to stay at third. Puts runners on second and third for Joey, who does have a hit in this game already, though he's going to be intentionally walked. And we are not ready to pull Gill just yet. So bases loaded now with 2 outs. Gill at the plate, 0 for 2 on the day. Hits this one foul over by the third base coach. This is foul over by Kester on deck. Will this get down into center field? No. Rivas will get back and make the play. So it's still just a 2-0 lead for the Squirrels as we go into the 6th, where Aviles will lead it off. Aviles struck out in his first at-bat. He swings and misses at a sinker. Too low. Swing and a miss will make it 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 down. Denham going to get to hit for himself, which we only faced, what, 1 batter? Maybe 2 batters? I guess it would have been 2 batters. Well, no, actually 3 batters, but one of those was an intentional walk, which is why it wasn't registering with me. In any case, he just got out there. So I'm not surprised the Pirates are going to let him go more. He strikes out looking. 2 away, back to the top of the order for the 3rd go-around. Gill at 9 strikeouts. I'm sure he'd love to leave with 10, but we'll see what Duffy does. He will look at strike 1. Swings and misses at a fastball. Ground ball to second, and Gill will have to be content with 9 strikeouts on the day. We go to the bottom of the 6th, top of the order up for the Squirrels, who still lead 1-0, or 2-0 rather. Kester 1 for 3 on the day, got a base hit in his last at bat. Looks at strike 1. Swing and a miss makes it 0-2, and then a base hit over Rivas' head and into right field. 1 on with nobody out, and here is Marvin. He is 2 for 3. That looks like a double play ball, and it is 4-6-3. Pretty routine, really. It hit hard enough that they had plenty of time to get that over to first. So 2 outs now with the bases empty. Chief is 1 for 3 so far. And he will look at strike 1. Pops this one high in the air, just a little bit down the first baseline. Aviles makes the grab. We go into the 7th. Rivas is going to lead things off for the Pirates. Still a 2-0 lead for the Squirrels. We will go ahead and change pitchers. Find Gonzalez into Chief's spot. Let's see who hasn't gotten a hit yet this year. Miyake or Martinez, right? I've done that enough times, definitely. I guess we'll let Miyake try to play third.
Your attention, please. Now coming on the pitch for Indianapolis, number 76, Gonzalez.
All right, Rivas 0 for 2 on the day, as is everybody. The only hit was by Kendrick, and he's not in the game anymore. Ground ball that Miyake is going to field, and he will not get it to first in time. That will go down as a hit. Here's Xavier Nady. Ground ball. This one looks like a double play. Oh, boy. Nady was nowhere close there. Joey threw it over there with some conviction. 4-6-3 double play. Bases empty with nobody out now. Wilson at the plate. Looks at a strike. This will be a more legitimate hit than the first one this inning. Here's Johnson. He is 0 for 2 today. There's a called strike. Swing and a miss. Another swing and a miss, and that will bring us to the 7th inning stretch. Squirrels leading 2-0, and we'll have Terry leading off on the other side.
Now, please rise and join the singer. Number 6, Frank. Number 10, Tom. Number 38, Franklin Gutierrez. Your attention, please. Now coming on to pitch for Indianapolis, number 17, Hermida. Number 27, Jeff Blum. Number 66, Aviles. Number 22, Miyake, shortstop. Number 2, Castor. Number 6, Chris Duffy. Number 31, Luis Rivas. Number 22, Xavier Nady.